Hello, I'm John Rapp, and I'm going to teach you how to save some money on your electric bill. Step one, what you're going to do is you're going to turn off your breaker switch for your water heater. See it? It's on. We're going to turn this guy off. Focus there. Water heater on, off. What you do is you turn that sucker off whenever you're not using the hot water. See, it heats the water up all the time, constantly heating it up, and just so you can have it for whenever you want to use it. But if you don't use the water, like all day you're gone at work or something, or you don't take a whole lot of hot showers, well, you shut that sucker off, and that way it's not running all the time. Save you about $40 or $50 a month, depending on the size of your unit. Here's ours. That's our apartment water heater. Don't know nothing about it. There it is. But I do know that it saves about $40 a month if we turn that sucker off when we're not using it, which is 90% of the time. And then like 15 minutes before we need to take a shower, or you want to do some laundry with some hot water or whatever, do some dishes, you know what, you come back in here, you find it, you say, you know what, you say, on. And now it's back on, and it's heating up. So there you go. Now here's the second thing you're going to do. You are going to do this. Number two, let's talk about idle electric current. Stuff that's plugged into the wall, like your TV. You can press the power button to turn it off, but if it's plugged in the wall, it's still drawing a bunch of idle electric current. So that equals money that, you're wasting because the sucker's still plugged in the wall, even if you're not using it. So what you want to do is unplug a bunch of stuff. Step two, unplug things you don't need. Like when you go to bed, computer probably still running, all lamp might be still plugged in, stereo, whatever, all this junk. TV, computer, things like that draw a bunch of idle electric current when they're plugged in but they're still off. Stupid, sounds ridiculous. Hey, it is ridiculous, but it's true. So that's why you have to unplug it. So you tell all your kids and stuff, we live in an apartment, it's pretty easy to unplug the stuff. Just the two of us here, if you got a bunch of kids and whatnot, running loose, and you think, oh well, little Bobby and Joe and Susie, they would never take the time to unplug their PlayStation 2 and their whatnot and the things in this, you just lay it down to them. You say, Bobby and Susie, this is causing me a lot of money. This causes your dad to have to go to work and stuff, and work a lot more. So if you want to just help daddy not be so stressed out, help daddy not be such an alcoholic, what you're going to want to do is, Bobby and Susie, when you're done playing with that Wii or whatnot, you just unplug it, okay? Unplug it when you're done. That way daddy, is happy when he comes home from his 4-hour shift at work instead of a 22-hour shift at the second job at the chain factory, All that extra money's got to come from somewhere when you're leaving the stuff plugged in all the time. And guess where it's coming from, Pops? It's not coming from little Joey and little Susie when they're in 5th grade kindergarten or whatever and, jerking around all day, coming home, eating up the electricity. It's coming from your pocket, son. So, if you want to work a little bit less, spend some more time with Bobby and Susie and playing the Wii with them, tell them to unplug that system when they're done, Help out, pitch in, Pitch in for the cause. If my dad would have told me that when I was a kid, I would have totally done it. Probably. But if they don't do it, you're a parent, so you figure out something, all right? That's not what this is about. I'm just telling you how to save money, okay? Step 3. Step 3 has not got any real cool pictures, although I can show you this outside. But step 3 is going to be, call up your electric company on the phone and make sure that you're not on an average billing plan. See what Duke Energy around here does, and a lot of other people's electric companies doing something like this, is called an average billing plan, or like a economic plan, a seasonal, some kind of name that sounds a little bit better than what it is, which is they're not charging you for what you use, they're charging you an average of what they think everybody uses. So if, Joe Van Dam down the street likes to run his electric bill up to wazoo, you know what I mean? And that probably somewhere trickles down to you if you're on this average billing plan. Plus, the other really bad thing is if you're doing stuff like shutting off your electric meter, or shutting off your breaker switch and, unplugging the stuff, and if your kids are doing all the good things that you taught them to do and whatnot, it don't mean squat if you're on a average billing plan, because that's happened to us. We were on this average billing plan, and we used $40 worth of electricity in a month, and they billed us like $98. So I called them up and told them to take us off of that plan for the past 3 months, and they gave us a credit. So don't be afraid to call your electric company just all the time and make sure they're not jerking you around, because, who has time to really pay attention to all this stuff, When you got to work 40 hours a week, you're not coming home looking at your electric bill and calling these people up, and you shouldn't have to. So just make sure that you're getting billed for what it is you use, and not just some random average that they've calculated that screws us all over and stops us from saving our own electricity, and ultimately keeps us reliant on these electric companies that keep us enslaved with debt. So if you do these 3 things, you're probably going to be a lot more happier, and you're going to be a lot more in control of your home environment. And you're going to feel a lot more at ease when you come home at night or in the day or whatever it is you do. You come through that door and you see your little doggy, and you come home and you say, I'm home. You're going to feel a lot more better about that if you actually know that you haven't wasted a whole crap load of energy and money out working while your pets were at home enjoying the TV that's plugged in and turned off, but still wasting you money. Okay? So do those 3 things. Water heater off when you ain't using it. Unplug stuff when you ain't using it. Call your electric company, make sure they're charging you for what you do use. Pretty simple things, but somehow these 3 things have gotten overlooked and out of control with the society that we live in today. So take that as a lesson to all y'all out there. Do this stuff and be rad. Until next time, see ya.